First diagnosed with a mental illness when I was a sophomore in high school. That was really kind of freaky at the point. I didn't really even understand what mental illness was, so it was kind of just like a label for what was going on for me.
What were you diagnosed with?
I was diagnosed with bulimia, anxiety, and depression. Having a mental illness has affected my life in the way that it completely flipped it upside down and kind of just made me have to re-examine a lot of things. Starting when I was like 15, I guess, when I got the diagnosis, like I was pulled out of school to go to treatment just because I was so destructive at that point and so addicted to the bulimic behaviors. So that was like, you know, everyone knows now. So I kind of like left school, went to that, and then I came back and nothing was ever the same. It was always in my life at that point on. I think a stigma about bulimia is that it's something that you choose to do. Obviously, I feel like everyone thinks that it's just, you know, you lose control, or, well, you know, you recognize that the behavior is losing control over eating, but I feel like people don't really make the connection that that is like a complete loss of control, and it like consumes you. It consumes hours like of your day. Like, it's not anything I would want to do. I was never officially diagnosed with mental illness, but I kind of realized it when I was a junior in high school. I'd been like cutting myself for 5 years at that point, so I mean, you know.
How has having a mental illness affected your life?
Having a mental illness has affected my life pretty greatly, but greatly is not the right word, is it? Hold on.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it was, but you can restart.
Okay.
It's fine.
Having a mental illness has affected my life a lot, and I didn't really realize that it affected my life for a really long time, but oh my god, I don't even know what I'm saying, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Having a mental illness impacted my life a lot because my self-destructive behaviors started seeping into other aspects of my life without me even really noticing it. Like, I was dating people who weren't nice to me, and I was using that as a form of self-destruction on top of everything else that I was doing. I was failing out of school and didn't even really care about the whole like future thing. I didn't even really even consider the fact that I might actually be alive after like 25. So it just kind of affected a lot of different ways. I think a really big stigma that's attached to cutting is that we're like crazy, because I mean, most people don't feel the need to physically hurt themselves to feel better, but it's not crazy, it's just a bad coping skill, and I think that's really important because it's not talked about ever. And I think the more we don't talk about it, the more likely that like kids and more people are gonna start doing it, because they don't recognize how bad it can turn into.